Good morning, student. Today I will discuss about the processing of tea. The method by which the tea leaves from the tea plant Camellia sinensis are transformed into the dried tea. The dried tea leaves is known as the tea processing. The dried tea leaves are used for the brewing tea. The tea processing techniques utilized in the manufacturing and processing of the tea leaves determine the varieties of tea. Classification of tea. In all, there are four varieties of tea: green tea, white tea, black, and oolong tea, which are made from the leaves as well as young buds of the Camellia sinensis plant. In the tea processing techniques, there are different manner and degree of the oxidation of the leaf involved, as well as stopping the oxidation, forming the tea, and drying it. The flavor of the final dried tea leaves is determined by the type of cultivar of the tea bush which is used for the cultivation of the tea plant, and also quality of the tea leaves along with the manner as well as the quality of production processing which they undergo. Tea harvest. In the tea cultivation countries, generally only the upper leaves bud and the next two leaves, the youngest one of the spout, are plucked. Further, in older leaves than these generally have negative influences on the quality of the finished tea. In the higher up cooler region, the tea naturally grown slower. This enables the particularly fine aromatic character to unfold. The harvesting time also have significant influence on the quality of the tea. The plucking required is large amount of care as well as skills and is often done by the women. The average plucking capacity amount to approximately 16 to 24 kg of the green leaves per day. This amount yield 4 to 6 kg finished tea. 2 to 3 times a day, the green leaves are transported to the factory on the plantation. The green fresh leaves are still entirely neutral, is sent in scent, and first have to treated in the tea factory, passing through the various production steps in order to create an aromatic tea. Main stages of the processing. First is the plucking, weathering, distribution, disruption, oxidation, fixation, rolling, drying, curing, and grading. Plucking. The tea leaves and fleshes, which include a terminal bud and two young leaves, are picked from the Camellia sinensis bushes typically twice a year during early spring and early summer or late spring. Withering or wilting. The tea leaves will begin to wilt soon after picking, with the gradual onset of the enzymatic oxidation. Withering is used to remove the excess water from the leaves and allow a very slightly amount of oxidation. The leaves can be either put under the sun or left in the cool breezy room to pull the moisture out from the leaves. Macreation. Known in the Western tea industry as disruption of the leaf macreation, the tea are bruised or torn in order to promote and quicken oxidation. The leaves may are lightly bruised on their edge by shaking and tossing in the bamboo tray and tumbling in the baskets. Oxidation or fermentation. For the teas that require oxidation, the leaves are left on their own in a climate controlled room where they turn progressively darker. This accompanied by the agitation in some cases which release tannin. There is a misuse of the term of fermentation. In reality, only pure uses fermentation process where compressed tea is spread with water and covered up. Aging, heat, and humidity will encourage microorganisms and bacteria to develop a woody, less astringent tea. Fixation, moderately heating the leaves to stop the oxidation at desired level. Rolling and shaping. The dump tea leaves are then rolled to be formed into the wrinkled strips by hand or using a rolling machine, which causes the tea to wrap around itself. This rolling action also causes some of the sap, essential oils, and juices inside the leaves to ooze out, which further enhances the taste of tea. Drying, typical way to finishing the tea so it's ready for market, including panning, sunning, and air drying or baking. Baking is the most common method. Aging, some tea require additional aging, secondary fermentation, or baking to reach their drinking potential. For instance, a green tea prior to curing into the post-fermented tea is often bitter and harsh in the taste, but becomes sweet and mellow through the fermentation by age or dampness. More about the pour below. Flavored tea are manufactured in the stage by the spraying the tea with aroma and flavor or by the storing them with their flavoring such as jasmine or rose petals. Different types tea: green tea, black tea, oolong tea. Green tea contain high in antioxidant, reduce bad cholesterol, promote the health cell growth, has a relaxing and calming effect. Black tea lower the risk heart disease and diabetes, regulate blood sugar level, has anti-inflammatory properties. Oolong tea aid weight management, help in alleviate skin conditions. White tea processing steps is steamed and then dried. Green tea first withered, pan fried or steamed, then rolled and dried. Oolong tea withered, then bruised. Some oxidation also involved. Pan fried, dried. Black tea. Uh, in this, uh, in the processing of black tea, uh, involved steps are withered, rolled. Full oxidation also involved in the black tea processing and after then dried. Caffeine production increase from white to black tea and catechin are reduced from black to white. Grading and packaging. Dry tea consists of the particles of the different size stalks and fiber, leaf portion, etc. The dry tea is sorted into the different graded by passing it over the mechanically oscillating sieves for grading. In grading, tea particles are sifted into different sizes, then the classified according to their appearance and type. The color separator recently being used in the grading process could remove stock particles by the tracing the color electronically. After grading, tea is packed in the airtight container in order to prevent the absorption of the moisture. Packaging could be either in tea chest or tea bags, etc. Packaging as per requirement. Thank you.